Warning: this video is intended for viewers 18 years and older to comply with the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act. Parental discretion is strongly advised.
Hello everyone, it's me, Eldoria Crow, coming from Black Dragon Paranormal. I have finally been able to set up my YouTube channel, which is Eldoria Crow, WitchTubers, where I will be downloading my videos and all my content here, as well as Black Dragon and on my Facebook. So if you need to contact me on my Facebook, and if anybody's struggling with anything and they need help, you're more than welcome to contact me or any of my team members. We are here to help you. Yeah, you. Okay, so I've had a lot of really great feedback on the videos that I've created in the community, so I'm very happy. I'm pleased. I know that I'm giving back finally after a lot of things I've taken, as you know from my other videos. So it's time for me to start giving back to people that need our help and my help. Today's video is going to be briefly on some experiences that I've had with demons, and how they've taken me from one place to another. You have to understand something. For everybody, and a lot of people who do know this, the demonic are ancient gods. You know, they are the ancients. So when you put an image in your mind of them to be demonic forces, yeah, they're going to come as demonic forces. They come to me in so many different aspects. Lucifer's come to me as a child. Lucifer's come to me as a serpent. He's come to me in the angelic form. He's appeared to me when I was a child. He came through in the clouds. His face. These came to me as Shiva. That's a Hindu, so you can do research with that. He's Shiva the Destroyer. He's just another aspect of Lucifer. Belial. Oh God, Belial. He has spoken to me, and the way that Belial speaks to me is not serpent. I know in my other video I said the demonic are all serpent, but they are, yes, but Belial's voice is like the mountains, like a rumble in the mountains. It was dark and like very, very deep, very rumbly. Hecate, I pronounce her Hecate. That's how she told me to pronounce her name. Hecate didn't work with me until after I started working with a lot of other demons, just to build up my energy force for her, because she's a very strong, powerful entity, right? I started working the primal craft, so I was invoking Lucifer, Belial, and Hecate as the trident. If nobody knows what that is, you can look it up. It's Mark Allen Smith's work. It's basically the Atlantean current, which I have an extremely deep connection to. When I started to invoke all three of them, man, a lot of things started to happen. I'm the type of being that can see in the past and the future. Unfortunately, sometimes I'm not really aware if it is in the past or in the future. It seems to be just at a point. They don't really reveal if it's past or future. It's just, it's not here. It's hard to explain. So I've had a lot of memories of being in Atlantis and in Samaria. So yeah, what was I gonna say? The things. Okay, so when I was young, when I was a child, I used to have a maybe a 12-foot glowing humanoid entity come and visit me once every week, perhaps. She was female, and she used to come and sit down on my bed. And I remember I would be afraid, and I wouldn't be able to speak, I wouldn't be able to move, but I could feel her sit down. I'd be able to, she would just come and she would like touch my face. And yeah, that happened for a couple of years. This is all when I was like, 10 and under. I also used to see these balls of, it was a bright orange ball that had spikes coming out of it. It used to come through my room a lot, almost like an orb, but more mechanical. So I also know I have a deep connection with aliens. People can believe in them or not, but I just know they're just another life force, and probably they communicate with me. Let's just put it that way. I explained how they communicate with me, audio, and they come in my dreams. A lot of times I've been on ships. It's all together, right? You can't just take one and without the other. Everything is meshed together. We live in a multi-dimensional universe. We ourselves are multi-dimensional beings. We don't just exist here, we exist in many, many dimensions. That's why when we have deja vu, that's just another reality going through the same thing, but we've made a choice that kind of changes it. But I can go into that some other time before everyone thinks I'm really crazy. Okay, so yeah, when Lucifer appeared to me, I was 7. I was in my car, and my dad was taking me to the Jesus store. I used to call it the Jesus store. My parents were Pentecostal. And I was driving, he was driving, and I was in the passenger seat, and I was looking up in the sky. It was a beautiful day, and in the clouds formed a hole. Like, the clouds formed a hole, and a face came through. The face was this beautiful face with these glowing, piercing eyes, this curly, thick hair, and he was staring at me with no smile, with a very stern look, like, you better fucking do this right this time, type of like, I knew at a kid that it wasn't Jesus. Like, I was brought up as Jesus. I'm like, that's not fucking Jesus. Jesus wouldn't look at me like that. So I went downstairs. I remember drawing him everywhere on my walls. My mom's like, what are you doing? Drawing him everywhere. What is this? I'm like, I saw something. They're like, okay, yeah, Sonia, whatever. I go see things. That was the beginning. And yeah, the more, I had a lot of spiritual attacks, only because they were trying to communicate with me, and because of the fear of them, there was a resistance, and because I'm a strong being, I was able to attack and fight back. It wasn't until later on, when I told you in one of my videos, I was revealed the truth about everything, and that was my journey to take away the fear and totally make contact with the demonic. So this video is 8 minutes. Okay. Another experience I had. I was lying in bed. This was about 4 years ago, and I was just about to fall asleep. Remember, I talked about the place of zero. I was just going into the place of zero, but instead of audio clairvoyant, I was able to see. First, all I saw was these crazy lights come forward to me. I thought I was having an outer body experience, and I was leaving, but I wasn't. Something was coming through, and it was a lion, but dressed in gold armor, and this lion was running fast to me, like coming right to my third eye. I was like, what the fuck? And I couldn't really move. I was kind of like in that paralyzed situation. Then all of a sudden the line became 4 lines, and each line was guarding each of my bedside, like in the corners of my beds. And they started to lie down and relax and started to lick themselves, and they were like in a relaxed mode. And I was like, what the fuck is going on here? Then this 14-foot ancient god came through. Now, to explain what it was, This ancient being was ancient. I knew because he had markings and tattoos all over him. It wasn't a him. It was a male and a female being. It was an androgynous, whatever that word is. It was both male and female. That's the feelings I got. I got from it. I couldn't see its face, but I felt its energy, extreme power, extreme primal. It had gold armor, gold that I cannot even describe what color the gold was because I've never seen it before. He had some kind of crazy staff, and it just came to me and looked at me and gave me an acknowledgement, and then he went away with the lines. When that happened, I was absolutely so breathtaken and like taken. I was just so amazed what just happened. I wanted to tell people, but how do you tell people that, right? So there's a lot of experiences that I've had with these ancient beings, and a lot of us on this path have, and it's a beautiful thing. So I'm just gonna keep it this short right now and see what everyone thinks. Please comment, like, and yeah, that's it for me for now. Bye.